Families often have skeletons in the closets, secrets they don't want anyone to know. But the problem is that people tend to be curious, sometimes too curious for their own good. Like Pandora, who opened the box that brought plague to all mankind. When is a secret best kept a secret? Hi, my name's Sat, and welcome to another episode of Incredible Tales. Heirlooms represent the history and legacy of a family that gets passed down from one generation to another. Some heirlooms have monetary value, and some have sentimental value. But as you'll find out tonight, some heirlooms are neither. Their value is more enigmatic in nature. I'm originally from Yogyakarta in central Java, a place that is steeped in superstition and black magic even until today. Many families, including mine, own objects with supernatural powers that go back many centuries.
Rahman, jangan ke situ.
My dad is extremely protective of the Kris and would even get violent when I get near it. He never explained to me the purpose of the Kris, except that whether I like it or not, it will eventually belong to me. From the time my dad sent me to the boarding school until college, I never felt close to my dad. He never wanted me to stay with him, and it seems like he was trying to cover up something about our family. Oh no.
Ya? Gimana presentasi kamu? How's your presentation?
Well, Professor Budi says I'll be graduating this month, you know?
Rahman?
Sorry sayang, aku agak susah tidur semalam. Kadang-kadang pikiranku masih susah untuk fokus. Sayang, will you come to my house to meet my dad?
You want me to meet your father?
Yeah. Because you're gonna be part of my family, right?
Rina was really excited about my graduation and wanted a celebration. But I remember in that day, it was my mom's death anniversary. So I felt that I should bring her to see my dad. It was the right time to tell my dad about our plans to get married and move back to stay with him. That's another reason why I wanted to move back to stay with my dad. I wanted to find out the reason for the painful memories that haunt in my dream. I wanted to know how my mother and my siblings died.
Dengan Bapak hari ini, saya akan lulus Pak, akhir bulan ini dari kuliah saya. Tujuan saya membawa Rina bertemu Bapak hari ini karena kami berencana untuk menikah Pak.
Baru aja lulus kuliah. Kok kamu sudah merencanakan untuk kawinan?
Saya sudah berpacaran dengan Rina 3 tahun Pak. Memang seharusnya saya membawa dia lebih awal bertemu dengan Bapak. Namun saya harap Bapak akan bahagia untuk kami Pak.
Kalau Bapak lihat sih Rina gadis baik. Sebab apa kamu sudah mendapatkan rumah?
Belum Pak. Rencana saya dan Rina Kami akan tinggal bersama-sama dengan Bapak. Mengingat kondisi Bapak kurang begitu baik, kami harap kami bisa membantu Bapak.
My dad was very hesitant about us moving back. When I brought it up to my dad, he was very against the idea and kept saying that you would regret staying with him. He gave in only when I insisted. Maybe he just doesn't want to talk about my mother and siblings.
Yowes, kita berdoa untuk ibu. Doa.
Sayang,
Ya.
pasti berat buat Bapak menanggung semua ini selama bertahun-tahun.
Iya.
Aku senang kita pindah untuk nemenin Bapak, jadi Bapak nggak sendiri.
Aku juga senang.
Who are those two children in the photograph?
Mereka adalah kakakku. Mereka meninggal waktu aku masih sangat muda. Jadi Bapak nggak pernah kasih tahu aku apa yang benar-benar terjadi pada mereka.
But since I moved back, I had recurring nightmares and all kind of strange dreams about my mom and the death of my siblings. I really want to find out what happened to them. It is as if they wanted me to find out the truth.
Ibu. Ibu.
What is the secret that the Kris holds? It's apparent that whatever dreams and flashbacks Raman's been having are somehow linked with the Kris. Will Rina suffer the same fate as Raman's mother? Stay tuned and find out.
Rina and I got married and soon she was pregnant. My father was happy with us until one day, Rina touched the Kris while she was cleaning the altar, and my dad was very angry.
Halo Presiden, ngapain kamu?
Kenapa aku cuma bersih-bersih?
Tidak usah, biar nanti Bapak yang bersihkan. Lebih baik kamu keluar aja.
Sayang, are you okay?
Hari ini aku buat Bapak marah. Tadi aku bersihin Kris di ruang keluarga, and he scream at me. Honey, what's with...
Nggak tahu. I'm sorry, sayang. Aku nggak bermaksud membentak kamu. Apa yang Bapak bilang, jangan kau masukkan ke hati ya. I'll talk to Bapak tomorrow.
Please, masalah ini jangan dibahas lagi. We're both tired. Kita istirahat lebih cepat. Ya?
Oke. Ibu.
thought I saw my father in the living room, performing a strange ritual at the altar where the Kris is placed. I was sure it wasn't one of my dreams. That night, many thoughts ran through my mind and I couldn't sleep. The next morning, I took up all my courage to ask him what he was doing the night before. But he was very defensive.
Saya rasa saya lihat dengan jelas, Pak. Bapak berdiri di sana, memegang keris, dan melakukan ritual seperti biasanya.
Bapak jadi nggak mengerti apa yang mau bicarakan, Man. Lebih baik kamu dengan istrimu pergi dan jangan ganggu Bapak.
Setiap kali saya tanya Bapak tentang keris tersebut, Bapak nggak pernah jelaskan pada saya. Saya makin yakin, Pak, itu ada hubungannya dengan kematian Ibu.
Jangan sekali-sekali mau bicara masalah itu.
I got angry and demanded to know why he was so uptight whenever I asked about the Kris. It didn't have anything to do with my mother's death.
Kamu nggak perlu tahu.
What I said really hurt my father. I could still remember what he said to me. Don't you trust me? It has only been you and me left for the past 20 years. I didn't bring up the incidents again and the tension between my father and I eased. I could tell that he was very excited about having a grandchild, and occasionally he would buy herbs and baby items for my wife and child. He was very happy when we asked him to pick up a name for our child.
Makasih banyak ya, Pak.
Ya, gimana kalau kita minta Bapak aja yang kasih nama anak kita?
Boleh.
Halo.
Then one afternoon when I was in the office, I received a call from my wife saying that my father had a bad fall at home. I rushed home immediately.
Okay. I'll be there soon, okay? Come on. Pak, sayang kenapa Bapak?
It's clear that the tragic death of Raman's mother still haunts his father. And if Raman's father dies, will the secret of the Kris and Raman's mother's death die with him? Find out when we return.
The doctor said that he suffered a broken pelvis. I could tell that he lost the will to live. He keeps saying that he could hear my mother's voice.
Manggil Bapak.
Bapak jangan bilang begitu, Pak. Saya yakin Bapak bisa segera sembuh.
Kamu harus tahu apa yang terjadi dengan ibumu. Memang ada sesuatu.
Then he said that he wanted to tell me something that he has been keeping from me for a long, long time. He pulled up his shirt and I saw countless scars across his torso and back.
Siapa yang melakukan ini, Pak?
Kamu masih ingat waktu kamu melihat tengah malam Bapak di
He
tempat
revealed that what I saw that night was true. He was chanting and cutting himself. He said that he did all that to ensure the survival of my wife, my child, and I.
Tapi kenapa Bapak lakukan hal ini, Pak? Ini menyakitkan Bapak sendiri.
Bapak melakukan.
It's a curse that he, as the head of family, had to bear. He said that many centuries ago, during the times of the Dutch, my ancestor was a famous warrior of the Javanese Empire. He was invincible in all his battle against the Dutch because the Kris he carried was blessed by the powerful Bomo. Though he suffered many gunshots, he did not die. Once his blood touches the ground, he came back to life again. He finally perished when the Dutch buried him alive, and the powerful Kris was passed to the next generation. But there is a price to pay for such power. The Kris cannot be destroyed, thrown, or given away. It has to be passed on from generation to generation.
Kris itu tidak bisa dihancurkan, dibuang, diberikan pada orang lain. Karena Kris itu harus melewati generasi-generasi pewaris keluarga dan membutuhkan.
Every day, the Kris needs the offering of jasmine flowers, and every full moon, it needs to taste the blood of one of our family members. If the Kris is not appeased, it will take the life of a member in the family.
Saya ingat Bapak menarik seorang anak dari kamar mandi.
Benar, itu kakakmu. Berikutnya kakak perempuan kamu yang meninggal, lalu ibu gila.
Initially, my father did not do as he was told, until the Kris took away the lives of my mom, my siblings, and my 8 other relatives. It dawned on me that what I have been seeing in my nightmare was true. My father confirmed that my brother drowned in a bathtub, and my sister died in a traffic accident. My mom couldn't take the grief and lost her mind. She ended her own life with the Kris.
Jadi Bapak masukkan saya ke asrama, lalu melakukan dan menderita semuanya ini demi saya, Pak.
Pan, hanya kamu yang Bapak miliki.
Saya minta maaf, Pak. Harusnya saya lebih mengerti Bapak.
Bapak yang harusnya minta maaf, karena hanya Kris itu yang Bapak bisa berikan. Sekarang jaga Kris itu, walaupun kamu tidak menginginkannya.
I finally understood why my father lived in grief and sent me away to a boarding school at a young age. He bore the sacrifice so that I could be protected from the curse of the Kris. My heart shattered when he said that he was sorry that all he had left behind for me is a cursed Kris. It's mine to keep, even if I do not want it anymore.
Sometimes in a conversation with a person who is superstitious as well, they'll be arguing and screaming their heads off and saying, and another thing, you should be doing this and this, and all of a sudden, there's lightning and thunder in the sky. It's about to rain. See, even God said so, and so on in belief. So they start to attribute natural phenomena to their discussion. They start to blame natural phenomena as if it was the voice of God or the voice of the spirits or the voice of the Holy speaking to you about perfectly natural things you have a disagreement with or a thing that you haven't done. We talked about a father feeding the sword or Kris with blood, and so as a result of not following this ritual practice, it could be a prayer to a cup of tea, for instance. And if that's not done on a daily basis, then something bad is going to happen. So the mind starts to look for bad things to happen. Stock market going down, wife dying of natural causes, son failing in school, it's because I did not pray, or I did not do this, or I did not do that, and so on and so forth. These are things happen, but the mind needs to find a reason why they happen. We cannot accept that things happen.
There's an ancient belief in Asia that a great sword can embody the soul of a warrior. It recognizes its owner and even calls out to them in moments of danger. And it constantly thirsts for blood, as it should, for its sole purpose is to bleed the opponent. Having been proud owners of such a weapon, Raman's family had to pay a certain price for generations. At any rate, we can find comfort in not owning such a dangerous heirloom. Or maybe we just don't know about them yet. My name's Zat. Good night.
A Mediacorp Studios production for Channel 5.